Hello everybody, welcome back to Motorsport Manager. My name is Jack and today we're back in Germany for the Munich Grand Prix. It's been, as expected, once again, toughie. It's been a toughie. Still haven't got any points. If we go to calendar, we've done two races. So we did Yokohama and Vancouver, Japanese and Canadian race. We came 17th and 18th in that race, and then Vancouver was 19th and 20th. So it's just, I don't know if it's because our cars just aren't good enough for those types of tracks or what, but we're not getting anywhere near the points, basically, which is not very good. And that sees us sitting bottom of Formula 2 once again. Only us and Ford Chip have not got points. And remember last time, Ford Chip got points somewhere. Mahindra, who's their driver? That Leclerc's brother. He's been smashing it. He's been getting like top sixes regularly. So they're sitting in sixth with 18 points. So which is good. Which is good. Duggan's sitting at the bottom, which isn't helping us. So yeah, at the moment it's not looking good, and I'm not too sure whether I'll continue the series if we drop back into Formula 3, because there's only so many times you can drop back and forth. It just seems like Formula 2 is just a little bit too high of a jump at the moment, and I don't really know what to do to fix that. Which is a bit annoying, but we'll have to wait and see whether we can get there. All the sponsorships are filled up pretty much. We've got one more to come, and then they'll all be long-term sponsorships, which was decent. So the Jeep one will end in this race, and then we'll get a new one. We have built some car parts. We've got suspension building at the moment, but we've got average parts on everything. We've got a couple of good parts. We're just building some good parts now. But money is falling drastically, absolutely drastically. And did I fit the parts last night when I... No. What do you mean you're unhappy? There you go. It's weird. Be unhappy with that, but then you change it to that and go back to that, then she'll be content. It's fine. Don't know what I was going on. That's all sorted. All the reliability's fine and whatnot. It has been for a couple of races now, the reliability, which is all fine by me. But yeah, it's going a bit not great. A bit not great at the moment. But what do you expect? It's a toughie Formula 2. If you can get all you need is Formula 2 is 1 point. Just stay up. There's always other teams that don't get points, and unfortunately for us, twice it has been us that hasn't got the points. We thought Mahindra might be down here, but obviously Arthur Leclerc is smashing it for them. Obviously they've built a good car for him, whereas Sargent, I think the other guy is not too good. Just not too good. And as for Ford Chip, Caroline's still there, and he's always there or thereabouts when it comes to... He's like the best driver there for Ford Chip. So it's a bit, a bit shit because we don't have the money to sort that out. Hopefully when the Jeep sponsorship goes, we can pick up a decent wedge from someone. Don't know who. Don't know who would want to invest money. But at the moment, it's looking a bit bad. It's looking a bit bad. But we're going to do practice. We're going to do the race. We're not going to do the race off camera. Do practice, do quali. Which I am doing quali. I've done quali for every race at the moment, and it still hasn't helped. So that's good. But yeah, we do practice, we do quali, and I'll come back to you in a second. Right then, practice, quali, finished. As expected, really. We didn't come bottom 2 in quali, which is an improvement, I think. So that's good. Caroline's the one we're sandwiching in between at the bottom there. So that's good. We're making strides in the car, in Georgie Russ's car, which is, which is what we love to see, if I'm honest. Germany Grand Prix, it's different to the F3 Germany Grand Prix. It's a longer track. I think it's the same course, the same track layout. It's just longer, so there's no chance of a no stop. What we are going to do is we're going to put Duggan on the softer tyres, because it's a 38 lap, and she can potentially do a no stopper on those. But her car Or should I do? Because the Ultra Softs, there's no way you can do a no stopper on those. I kind of feel like trying a no stopper on one of them, but then George will put on the fastest tyre. And then pit him in like 20 laps. Something like that. Seems alright. We'll try it out. We'll try the no stopper on Duggan anyway. See what we can get. I assume there's going to be a couple of people trying the no stopper. There is a couple of people trying the no stopper. I'm not going to fly off the start like I usually do. If we know we had a lot of tyre wear, I probably would. But the light's out, and away we go, as Crofty would say. We haven't lost our position quite yet, so that's good. That's good. Let's keep an eye on George, because he's the one in a higher position, and he's defending okay at the moment. He's defending Caroline okay, and he's lost it. He's lost it. Oh, but he's overtaken him again. Oh, I love that. The other 4 chip cars in front of us as well. The Oapmea is in front of us as well. So, and keep an eye on him. But at the moment, we're sitting bottom 2. 4 chip are sitting just above us, both cars, and it's not going great at the moment. It's not supposed to rain, I don't think. It was supposed to be quite sunny. It wasn't supposed to rain in quali, to be fair, and it did rain. We had a lap on Inters and a lap on Ultra Softs. So that's interesting. Leaving the garage. Which, I mean, it doesn't matter, but Team Porsche. We won't pit. There's no point in pitting. No point in pitting whatsoever. I've got hair in my mouth. Just put those on low, and then we can get them cool, get them warmer when the safety car goes back in. So if that safety car was a little bit later, that would have been perfect. Would have been perfect, but what are we in? 4 laps in? 3 laps in? Not exactly the greatest of times, let's be honest. No point really coming in yet. But it's bunched us up a little bit, which is decent. I might completely push out with Georgie Russ. Can we push out with both? We can push out with both. Problem is, even if we do that, our car's just not that good, so we can't really properly push. Oh, Georgie Russ overtook Oapmea, which is good. But we'll push for a little bit. See if we can catch up to Caroline. We've overtaken Sargent, which is decent. Obviously, there is a car behind us as well. You went into the pits. Right, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. We could probably push it a little bit longer, but I don't quite want to just yet. But George is at least George is on the backside of Caroline, putting pressure on. I keep on saying it's a he. It is a he, isn't it? Even though his second is Caroline. Yeah. Right. Come on. It's there. Rossi's in front of us. Now Rossi's in front of Caroline. Rossi in the McLaren Grand Prix. Is that where Da Costa is? Oh, we got I thought another safety car came out. But Vesti, the championship leader, has crashed. The guy that's won 2 out of the last 3 races has crashed, which is very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Let's go conserve and high for a little bit. Obviously, we want to go conserve. The tire wear the tire temp even seems to be all over the place at the moment with this track, which is not good. Once again, both 4 chip cars are in front of us. We have got Sargent and the other Mahindra car sandwiching us and Russell and Duggan. Duggan's just been overtaken by the guy that's been pitted, so that's good. Clearly, she's just not very good. Well, her car's obviously she's got all the worst parts. So her car's clearly quite bad. We need to build. The problem is we can't build any parts faster now because there's so many components on it. So we can't build any good fast cars, fast parts even. and Russell's got the better parts, but clearly his car's just not good enough either. It's not like we're a Mahindra or a Ford chip who's got one car which is quite good and can compete, and one car which is just a little bit shit. So that's the situation we're at now. Let's go and overtake for a little bit. We got the reliability there. We've got the reliability, so we can afford to do this. But if we can push away a little bit, that would be great. Just put you on neutral tyres. Are they on? They're on high, but they're also being able to push their tyres a little bit more. I don't know when to pit George. Also, like I said, I don't know if it's going to rain, so pitting George might come down to whether it's going to rain or not. Let's go back to high on both. See, look, I put Duggan on high. She gained no time, I don't think. She probably lost time, if anything. It's just not good. It's just not good. Oh, someone's got a puncture. It's good for us. Did they just leave? Oh, they just got into the pits. I thought they did a Bottas at Silverstone and get a puncture right after driving past the pit lane. But 18th at the moment. Caroline and Notmere is still ahead of us. They're just the cars we need to beat. And obviously, we've had it before. We had it last time in Formula 2 where Mahindra finished above us because they got better positions on the grid. And this one, I mean, we're just not quite good enough to beat the Ford chip cars on the grid, and that cost us in the championship, if anything. So we need them to start binning it or something. Both cars starting like binning it a couple of races or something like that. Because that's what screwed us over last time, is constantly fucking binning it. We'll put them both on medium, because 26 laps remaining. See, we got to pit George at some point, but his tyre wear's not too bad at the moment, because obviously we've been conserving the tyres for a little bit. See, look, the Ford chip cars are way ahead of us now as well. Oh, the guy behind us has crashed. The Goshet's guy, the guy that pitted and then overtook Duggan, has crashed, absolutely binned it, which is awesome for us. Fantastic to see. It's just the wrong cars crashing. The wrong cars are crashing. Look at the gap now. Are they pushing? Yeah, they're pushing. So let's just use the fuel a little bit more. See if we can try and get at least a little bit closer to them. Oh dear. It's not going well. I just got this feeling that it's going to rain. Don't know why. Like I said, forecast, it said it wasn't going to rain. But qualifying, it said it wasn't going to rain either. And it did. It'll be interesting to see what happens. I'm really concerned. Not concerned. Concerned is the wrong word, but I'm just keeping an eye on just cautious, I guess you can say, cautious about Duggan's tyres. 70%, 69%, nice. It's decent enough, I think, to finish the race off. We might pit George this lap. Trying and get an undercut on Opmere. 23 laps remaining. Yeah, that's plenty of time. We got level 2 on the ultra soft, so we're decent performance now. We're going to pit George. Let's just do that for a little bit. See if we can get some time going. And obviously, we're keeping what's her name out, Duggan. See, someone pitted him for repairs then, and we still couldn't catch them. Right, we're in 20th place. That's fine. Just behind this Costello guy, so that's okay. Oh my god, come on. Jesus. Rossi's crashed now, so that's an extra place. Problem is, Caroline's in 14th, so if there's any more crashes, they're going to get the points. And then if Ford Chip get the points, then definitely we're gone and dead and never going to get points. Ever. But at the moment, Georgie Russ is doing fine. You can push high again. Of course, this is the condition of the car, because we've been pushing and overtaking quite a lot in this race, so we don't want parts breaking, because that would be embarrassing. How far are we behind? So what's that? Just under 20 seconds behind Otmir. We kind of do need to try and push to get semi-close to him when he pits, to be fair. Problem is the no stopper hasn't worked. It just doesn't work because our car's so bad. They by the time they pit, we don't get anywhere near them. Car's just not good enough for a no stopper here. How far are we now? I mean, I've been pushing Russell and then looking at Duggan's time, so that's good. Someone's pitted. Ericsson's pitting for repairs, so that's a couple of spots gained until oh, we got first place behind us as well, so he's still in the pit, so that's good. That's good. Let's now push Duggan a little bit, as Russell was on overtake this entire time and couldn't catch up to Duggan, which is good. Where's Caroline's 14th? Otmir is 15th. Otmir's gonna pit because he's on ultras. Is it a he or a she? It's a he. Otmir's gonna need to pit. But 20th place is now quite far behind us. There he is. There he is. He's at least 3 or 4 corners behind us now, so that's decent. No one else is pitting for repairs though. Just unfortunate. Look at the gap now. Where's, like, look, 4 chips are here. 4 chips is just going past the line. The gaps are just insane. Absolutely insane. And we've been lapped. Straw GRS is being lapped. Our only hope at the moment, realistically, is whether the 4 chip cars just bin at every race, like I said earlier. Whether they just absolutely bin at every race. Now that George has been lapped, we can push it a little bit. Oh, I think he's getting lapped as well, so that's more pushing. Otmir's in the pits. Someone's retired. Sargent has retired. See, Otmir's in the pits, and we didn't catch him. I mean, we've been pushing this whole time, and we're still 14 seconds behind them. There's Sargent, which is blowing up the car, which doesn't matter. Where's Leclerc? 13th, so that's good. Caroline's in the points. Caroline's in the points. If 4 chip get points, I might as well end the series, if I'm honest, because we're not going to get points this year. Let's just, oh, she's wasted far too much fuel. Wasted far too much fuel. Didn't want to do that. I don't mind going to like -10 or something, because you can recoup it quite well. Hugenboom has crashed now, who is in the points, I believe. Oh no, not quite. That's another place. Interestingly, Otmir went on to softs and not ultra softs. But we can last until the end of the race on these tyres, I think, on Duggan. Not that it makes a difference. Just conserve them so they can cool down a little bit. We've got 11 laps remaining. First is there. Did first pit or something? He must have done. He must have done, because we've caught him up again. It's a good job there's a guy behind us, because this is a little bit embarrassing. We are consistent in the fact that we always finish next to each other. Just next to each other at the back of the grid. It's just, and that just shows that both cars just aren't good enough at all. Nowhere near good enough. That was just about, like, the 4 chip cars are the ones we're trying to gain on, and we couldn't even catch them on the pit. It's just a little bit embarrassing, really, isn't it? Let's get to the end of the race here, because nothing's going to happen. Just like that, Ericsson's caught up to us. He was miles behind us. He's now caught up to us and took took Georgie Russ with ease. Caroline's in the pits, which is interesting, and so she's dropping out the points. So that's good, in a way, that they don't get points, but they are 13th and 14th from where bottom two. So that's good. That's good. All these crashed cars, and none of them are a full trip car. Oh dear. Oh dearie me. Right, let's just put them back on neutral, because they will go back to quite warm, because the temperature is quite warm by the looks of it. 28 degrees. They will go up, which is good. But we've got 5 laps remaining, and we're the only people that went for the no stopper and still finished second bottom. It's not even. It's the case of just we can't build parts quick enough to improve the car. Because it's Formula 2, there's a lot more races and the races are closer together. So we just can't build parts quick enough to get the car competitive. And the car at the start, despite us having the best options to us in terms of building the car, we can't quite get there compared to everyone else. Georgie Russ has just overtaken Duggan. There we go. We like to see some overtaking action. We love that. We stand that. We got 2 laps remaining. Might as well push it. She's got 25% left on her tyres, which was awesome. We might as well. Are we going to finish when first finishes? Because they lapped us. I don't know where first is. Where is first? First is now coming up to the final turn. Are we going to finish when he finishes? That's the question. Oh, now it's the final lap. Okay, now it's the final lap. But we got laps, didn't we? I swear we got laps. We might as well burn the fuel while we're here. Get it all nice. Get it all nice and done out the way. Try not to get lapped again. That would be embarrassing. Let's try not to get lapped as Duggan. Let's push the tyres as well. Oatmere's finished. I don't know why Oatmere finished, but we haven't when we've been lapped. I'm not too sure how it works really, but there you go. And here we go. There we go. We finished. We've crossed the line. Bottom 2. Let's just get out of there. Let's get out of there. Whether they come 13th and 14th. Ew, dear. Dear me. Deary me. Hopefully the sponsor's good and can give us some decent wedge. That's just not good, ladies and gentlemen, is it? That's just not good. And I don't really know what to do to fix it. I guess there isn't much we can do. We can potentially change the drivers, but that will cost a lot of money to change the drivers. It's just the car. The drivers are okay. The cars is just not good enough. There's no point having good drivers if the car's not good enough and doesn't drive. We just can't build the parts quick enough. Like we said, we just can't build them quick enough. I'm just thinking about what we can do. I think I want to have a crack. I can't end it at Formula 2. I don't want to end it at Formula 2. I don't want to give up second time of asking. Like, no, not happening. But what I think I might do is if we get relegated, I'll probably do like just a season update or something like that. If we get relegated, people have drive-through penalties and we still finish behind them. Fuck me. At least we're ahead of one Ford trip car. That's all that matters. We're ahead of one Ford trip car in the championship standings. It's going to be a tough old rest of the season. I can tell you that much. Tough old rest of the season. Where are we going to come to next? That is the question. I just don't see us getting any points. Oh, dear we be. Just don't see us getting any points whatsoever. And if we do get points, then surely Fordship are going to get points because Fordship have got a better car than us. So the only way we could get points is if they both bin it. Like I said, going back to we can't do much until they bin it. And at the moment, they're not binning it. They are not binning it. The good thing about all this is morale's going up still. The morale's still going up because we're meeting expectations. So everyone's buzzing about finishing last, and I'm there crying my eyes out. Can't be asked. Can't be asked. Everyone's buzzing. Everyone's buzzing, and I'm not. I'm not. Is this Formula 3? Formula 3, who we got? Uger's still there? Uger. Edgar's at the bottom there. Penske having a terrible time. Cosworth don't look like they're having a great time. Formula 2 drivers as well. Interesting. That could have been us, but we managed to get out second time of asking. Shithouse our way out, but we managed to get out. Right. Gonna have to wait and see which I don't know when our suspension is going to be built because we're obviously building a suspension at the moment. But I don't know what race is coming up next. I think Britain's coming up soon. We might do another 2-gapper again, 2-race gap. Because nothing's really. I don't want to keep on releasing videos if we're going to be last. If I'm honest. Although that might be fun to watch, and then you can see the improvement when we go back to Formula 3 and start winning races. Potentially. Potentially. We are at Beijing next, and obviously we like a bit of Beijing. Russia, Dubai. Yeah, that seems perfect. 2-gap race, 2-gap race. Yeah, that seems perfect. So we'll do Beijing and Black Sea off camera, and then we'll come back for the Dubai race. Well, hopefully we've got some more parts, and then we'll come back for Rio de Janeiro for the last race of the season. Well, hopefully we haven't been relegated or anything like that. But, ladies and gentlemen, if you did enjoy that, leave a like, subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching.